Hi, this is Nick Winder with Larson Company Real Estate. I'm glad you made it to my website, and this is going to take 5 minutes of your time. It's a PowerPoint presentation about foreclosure and how to stop it. In 2009, over 2.8 million homes were foreclosed across the United States, and in my opinion, that's 2.8 million homes too many. So what is a foreclosure? Here's the legal definition of a foreclosure. I'll give you a simpler breakdown of it. The bank is going to take your home back if you don't pay your mortgage. If you don't pay, the bank has to do something, and the only way to do that is to foreclose. What are the steps to foreclosure? Here's 4 of them, and the first one is the NOD, the Notice of Default. If you're 90 days late on your payments, the bank is going to file through an attorney a notice of default. After they give you the notice of default, you have a redemption period to make up your back payments, penalties, and fees. If you don't do that, they're going to set a sale date on your home. After they set a sale date and the bank forecloses on you, you have to move out. There's no other choice. You do not own the home anymore. You have to move out. So how does a foreclosure affect me? Well, it severely damages your credit. The National Association of Realtors says at least 200-point credit hit, and it's going to be on your credit for 7 years. 200 points at least, and 7 years. And then obviously you have to leave. You can't stay in the home if you don't own it anymore. The bank owns it. And they're not going to let you stay in the home that you previously owned. They'd rather let it sit vacant on the market than have you stay there for free. And my bet is you're going to find that you're going to have trouble getting a new residence. An apartment, a condo, any of those things requires pulling your credit, and anything that requires credit is going to be very difficult for you for the next 7 years. What can you do to stop a foreclosure? There's 2 very common ways in today's market, and the first one is a short sale. This is where your home is worth less than what you owe, and the bank takes a blow for the rest of the mortgage. And the second one is a loan modification. This is where you negotiate with the bank to change the terms of your mortgage. A little bit more about short sales. This is where you negotiate a settlement with the bank to release the lien on the mortgage. You owe more than it's worth, and so you settle with the bank for somewhere in the difference. It's going to damage your credit a lot less. The National Association of Realtors says the credit can be lowered only 50 points and remain on the credit history for 2 years. Sounds a lot better than 200 points in 7 years. You're also going to avoid eviction and forced removal. You will have to leave your house because you are selling it, but you don't have to leave on the bank's terms. The next is a loan modification. Well, how does a loan mod work, Nick? The interest rate decrease is probably the most common. What this does is takes your interest rate from, let's say, 7 or 8% down to 5% or 5.25%. You can also extend the life of the loan, and so instead of paying 20 years or so that's left on your mortgage, they're going to extend it to 40, maybe 45 years. You can do a combination of number 1 and number 2 as well. Number 3 is very rare, and they hardly ever do it because the banks don't make very much money, and that's decrease the value of the home to market value. So I understand this, Nick, but why would I use you? Well, I did 103 short sales last year with my team. We stopped the letters to homeowners. We stopped all the phone calls from the banks and collection agencies. Basically, we stopped their headache and gave them a fresh new start. I have a diverse, specialized team of experts who are very, very savvy, and we get everything taken care of for you. We currently have 107 loan modifications in the works as of the end of February 2010. More than 24 agents use our team for all of their short sales, and maybe the best for you is you will never have to talk to your bank again. We'll do all the negotiations for you, and it'll just work out a lot better. You don't have to have the emotions involved. Here's a couple videos while I'm wrapping up. I want you to jot those down and take a look at them. They're both extremely interesting. There's my personal cell phone, 368-7144. I can't help you until you call me. So I would do that now. I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Give me a call. I'll call you next time I have a free minute, and we'll go over exactly what we can do to stop your situation and prevent a foreclosure for you and your family. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll look forward to hearing from you soon.